Hey everyone, I'm Lisa, Broadway fangirl extraordinaire, and thanks for joining me for another episode of PNC Broadway and Columbus's Broadway Dish. Well, as you probably noticed, things look a little different today, and that's because I'm in New York City to attend the Spring Road Conference, an annual meeting where theaters and organizations that present touring Broadway across the country come together in the Big Apple to discuss best practices and, of course, preview some Broadway shows. So I wanted to share all my New York City adventures with you this week. So let's dive right in. Woo! Well, I finally made it to New York City after several flight delays and getting routed through Charlotte, North Carolina to get here. I arrived just in time to see my first show, Disney's Frozen. The two leading ladies are incredible, and I loved all the sparkle in Elsa's ice castle. But I think my favorite part was watching the reactions of all the kids in the audience. They loved the show. So I just left SpongeBob SquarePants the musical. It had so much creativity, so much energy on stage, and had a pretty amazing tap number with sequins costume to boot. And I love some sequins and sparkle. And now I am headed back to my hotel, walking through Times Square, which always makes me think of the little line at Annie, "The city's bright as a penny arcade," and it's so true here. Hey everyone, I'm with my friend Liz from Broadway in Cincinnati, and we just saw the Jimmy Buffett musical, Escape to Margaritaville.
It was so much fun.
Definitely. If you love Jimmy Buffett music, you're going to love this show.
It has all the songs that you want to hear. People are dancing in the aisles. It is great.
Now, I don't know about you, but I think I need to go find a margarita right now.
I think it's time.
All right, let's go. So I just got back from watching my fourth Broadway show, Once on This Island. From the moment you stepped into the theater, you felt like you were walking on the island. There was sand on stage. There was a water feature that the actors ran through. It rained, and to top it off, it was an amazing company. So very talented, and such a good show, and such a good story. I have had a pretty amazing Monday. I started off my morning at the Broadway.com studios filming a few episodes of Broadway Dish, including one with a special guest who is currently starring on Broadway. So you'll have to tune in to find out who that was. And this afternoon, I went to the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical Carousel, and it was incredible. Beautiful dancing, beautiful storytelling, and a really outstanding performance from Joshua Henry. And tonight, I just got back from seeing My Fair Lady, and it was breathtaking. The Henry Higgins House set piece was incredible, and when they all came out dressed in their beautiful hats and costumes for the Ascot Gavotte, it took my breath away. And Lauren Ambrose, who plays Eliza Doolittle, gave a phenomenal performance. So today was another day full of theater awesomeness. The conference started with great sessions, and highlights included creative conversations from Once on This Island, Mean Girls with Tina Fey, Angels in America, where the conversation was hosted by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and a great lunch hosted by Frozen, where you got to hear highlights from the show and hear from Bobby and Kristen Lopez about all the music in the show. It was pretty awesome. And then tonight, I saw The Band's Visit, a beautiful musical. It's so lovely and pretty amazing music too. Wow, today was another amazing day. During the conference, we got to hear from the creative team from The Band's Visit, learning all about how the show came into being. We also heard from Harry Potter, learning more about that show. And then today, I saw Harry Potter parts 1 and 2, and it was amazing. This was my face during most of the show. And at a reception, I got to meet Broadway legend, the beautiful Lea Salonga, and I was in theater nerd heaven. So it's the final day of the conference, and today's highlights included a conversation with the creative team of SpongeBob SquarePants, hosted by Jesse Tyler Ferguson. It was interesting to hear all the inspiration that went into that show, as well as an unplugged performance from the cast of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel, updating and making the classic Rodgers and Hammerstein songs so cool. And then tonight, I saw 2 shows. The The first one that I saw was Tina Fey's Mean Girls, and it was so fetch. Great performances, wonderful energy, and I just loved it. And then tonight, a special midnight showing of Three Tall Women, starring three incredible actresses. Such a powerful and beautiful performance. Thanks so much for joining me for my time in New York City. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of insight I was able to share. And that's it for this week's episode of PNC Broadway and Columbus's Broadway Dish. We'll see you again next week. Bye.